Have you ever been in a heated dispute, feeling as if you're about to burst? We've all experienced that, whether it's a disagreement at work, a quarrel with a loved one, or a passionate debate online. But what if I told you there was a way to handle conflict without resorting to physical confrontation, either figuratively or literally? The ancient Stoics, masters of emotional control and reason, have remarkable strategies for confronting your adversary with grace and composure. In this video, you'll uncover 13 Stoic-inspired techniques to tackle conflict head-on, drawn from the wisdom of great thinkers like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius. Trust me, these methods might demand more patience and effort than throwing punches, but the rewards, inner peace, long-lasting solutions, and potentially transformed relationships, are well worth the effort. So, are you ready to learn how to navigate conflict like a true Stoic? Remember to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can access all of the videos on facing life's challenges with the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Remember, your most significant victory lies not in external battles but in mastering your mind and heart. Number 1. Delve into the depths. Imagine you are at the edge of a furious river, the rapids foaming and churning with rage. A wise Stoic would pause before diving in, focusing on the unseen depths below rather than the turbulent surface. Entering your opponent's mind is the essence of the first Stoic tactic. To put it metaphorically, the intensity of the situation may tempt you to act hastily. However, proper understanding requires setting aside judgment and examining beyond the apparent surface of the issue. As Epictetus reminds us, it is not the event itself that troubles us, but our view of it. Here's how to start this examination of Stoicism. Step away from the present, inhale deeply, mentally step back, and scrutinize the circumstances with a dispassionate interest. Visualize yourself as a fly on the wall, observing the exchange objectively. This emotional detachment allows for more in-depth observation and rational reasoning. Investigate their why, ask sincere questions rather than formulating counterarguments. Focus on understanding the underlying reasons behind their statements and behaviors, what drives them, what worries them, and what they desire. What life experiences have shaped their viewpoint. Examine through their lens, rather than agreeing with them, strive to empathize. Try to view the situation from their perspective to grasp their point of view, not to endorse their behavior. What principles and convictions motivate them? This exercise aims to foster empathy, discover possible points of agreement, and experience the world through their eyes rather than simply agreeing with them. Look for the underlying issues. Conflict often stems from deeper problems, such as unmet desires, fears, or past grievances. Consider looking past the current argument to identify the root causes of the conflict. What needs are unmet? What fears are surfacing? Remember, this is about understanding, not condemning their behavior. Your goal is to comprehend the layers of experience and perspective influencing your opponent's actions. Just as a geologist studies rock layers to understand the terrain, you can uncover hidden common ground by practicing this Stoic depth-seeking technique. You might also learn significant things about yourself and your responses. The once raging river will become a calm stream with understanding and potential resolution etched into its bedrock. Number 2. Choose your battles wisely. Disagreements are common in life, from political debates to arguments in parking lots. However, as the Stoics advise, not every obstacle requires our full attention. Engaging in every dispute, no matter how minor, can deplete us emotionally. Thus, The second Stoic tactic urges us to select our battles judiciously. Imagine yourself on a vast battlefield, where each argument and point of contention could escalate into conflict. A prudent Stoic would pause, evaluating each situation carefully before diving into the fray. Is this battle worth fighting? Will it affect my health or core values? The following Stoic principles can help you choose your battles. Seneca's test. Pause and consider Seneca's wise words. The greatest remedy for anger is delay. Remind yourself of the importance of pausing. Take a moment to calm down before reacting automatically. Step back and assess the situation objectively. It's common for the heat of the moment to distort our perception, making prudent decision-making challenging. The Epictetus query. Consider this crucial question: is the event itself causing genuine harm to my morals, well-being, or something important in my life, or is it merely a minor irritation? By focusing your efforts on genuinely significant matters, you can address them with greater effectiveness and concentration. The Marcus Aurelius principle. Recognize the power of letting go. According to Marcus Aurelius, not making a decision at all is often the best course of action. Sometimes, it's enough to hold your tongue and let things pass. Ignoring minor slights or avoiding pointless arguments can be effective ways to maintain inner calm. Cost-benefit analysis. Every conflict has a price, in terms of mental effort and potential outcomes. Compare the likely emotional costs of losing the disagreement with the potential rewards of winning. Is the cost of triumph justified? The purest strength is sometimes knowing when to surrender with dignity. Remember, selecting your battles strategically does not imply weakness or indifference. It's about recognizing how limited your time and energy are and using them wisely. By applying this Stoic knowledge, you can navigate life's battlefield more focused and conserve your strength for the moments that truly matter. Number 3. Speak with calm and clarity. Imagine facing your opponent with your words prepared for war rather than your weapons drawn. However, the Stoic approach emphasizes calm and clarity, paving the way for more constructive discourse. Instead of shouting insults and accusations, this tactic, drawing from the insights of Stoic thinkers such as Seneca, focuses on clearly expressing your needs and concerns to foster understanding and reduce hostility. Here are the main components of communication inspired by Stoicism. Develop your active listening skills. Go beyond merely waiting for your turn to speak. Pay close attention to what your opponent says before offering your response. Listen attentively to both their words and body language. Avoid interrupting, nod intelligently, and maintain eye contact to show that you appreciate and understand them. Respect their emotions, validate their feelings and experiences, even if you disagree. Statements like, "I understand you're feeling frustrated," or, "It seems this situation is important to you," can help build rapport and connection. Raise concerns using "I" statements. Frame your viewpoint using "I" statements instead of placing blame. Use phrases like, "I need to feel respected in this situation," or "I feel hurt when you do this." This approach minimizes defensiveness and promotes a more collaborative problem-solving approach. Speak firmly and calmly. Maintain a composed tone while expressing yourself firmly. Avoid aggressive language or personal attacks, as they will only exacerbate the issue. Focus on solving problems rather than scoring points. Start the conversation with questions like, "What can we do to address this together?" and center it around cooperative problem solving. Remember, practicing calm and clear communication is a vital skill. If you make a mistake, don't hesitate to apologize and have patience with yourself. Navigating even the most challenging discussions will become easier the more you engage in positive communication. Number 4. Seek the shared path. Imagine two climbers ascending seemingly separate peaks. However, as they climb, they discover that their paths converge and lead to a shared summit where understanding will shine. This metaphor is particularly relevant to the fourth tactic on our non-confrontational journey, seeking the shared path. It represents the Stoic concept of oikeiosis, living in harmony with the natural order. Although disagreements often seem to make our ideals or ambitions incompatible, Stoics encourage us to look beneath the surface and uncover the deeper currents that bind us, even if they're not immediately obvious. By focusing on these common interests, we can create a framework for cooperation and compromise, ultimately leading to a more amicable resolution. Here's how to start your Stoic search for common ground. Change perspective from me to we. Reframe the disagreement as a cooperative effort toward a common goal rather than a me versus you situation. Consider, what do we both ultimately want? This shift in perspective allows for potential points of agreement, even if they are not immediately apparent. Look below the surface. Conflicting desires often stem from underlying, unmet needs. Examine the needs each party is trying to satisfy through the conflict, whether it's safety, honor, or approval. Recognizing these fundamental needs can foster empathy and make finding solutions that address them more feasible. Discover shared values. Values guide our actions. Look beyond the specific issue at hand and investigate the core principles everyone holds. Do you both value honesty, justice, or decency? Shared values can serve as a moral compass, guiding you toward decisions that align with your beliefs. Begin small and gain momentum. Don't expect to reach a consensus on everything immediately. Focus on finding small points of agreement, no matter how minor they seem. These early agreements can build confidence and momentum, making it easier to tackle more challenging issues. Remember, life is a journey, not a destination. Patience is key. Recognize accomplishments, accept failures, and remember that every step toward cooperation is a step away from confrontation. By finding connections between your experiences and laying the groundwork for a more peaceful future, you seek a common route. Remember, those who ascend together, guided by shared ideals and interests, will reach the summit of understanding. Number 5. Appeal to their inner values. Imagine yourself standing before a massive oak tree, its roots deeply entwined with the soil. Moving the oak would require more than raw force. It would require an understanding of the elements, wind and water, that subtly nudge it toward its ideals. This metaphor illustrates the Stoic tactic of appealing to inner values, a powerful tool for skillfully and peacefully resolving disputes. By focusing on their values and beliefs rather than directly targeting their persona, you can craft solutions that align with their fundamental principles, leading to more genuine buy-in and lasting agreements. To start your Stoic journey toward value-driven persuasion. Expose the value landscape. Become a value archaeologist by researching before presenting your case. What principles do they hold? What values guide their behavior? Pay attention to what they affirm, deny, and praise. This helps create a map of their value landscape. Close the value divide. Identify common themes and avoid assuming their values are entirely opposed to yours. Look for shared ideals, even if they don't seem immediately relevant. For example, if you both value duty, honesty, and fairness, These common values can bridge the gap and allow you to present your case in a way that resonates with them. Speak their language. Once you understand their values, tailor your message to align with them rather than trying to manipulate them. Communicate in a way that reflects their interests and concerns, creating a sense of common ground without compromising your own values. Show, don't just tell, since actions speak louder than words. Demonstrate how your solution embodies their principles rather than merely explaining them. Provide specific examples, anecdotes, or past actions that illustrate how your approach aligns with their core values. This strengthens and humanizes your case. Seek understanding, not dominance. Always be respectful and understanding throughout this process. Your goal is to help them find a solution that addresses both your concerns and aligns with their values, rather than to assert dominance or control. Using this Stoic technique, you become a skilled navigator rather than a warrior with words, guiding your adversary to a place they can genuinely believe in.